People okay with me sharing the meeting?
I can't hear you, Gustav. Did you say anything?
Yeah, your connection is a bit bad. I hear you very well, Ulrika.
So Isadora, I think we can.
I don't have the link to the agenda.
Right.
All right.
I can do that.
Do what?
So should we start the meeting?
Yes, we should start a meeting. You are breaking up a bit, so I think your connection is not super good. But we can start the meeting. So what I asked was like, should we elect someone who is chair of the meeting? Is everyone okay with that?
I'm fine with you doing it.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Okay, then I consider the meeting open. Okay, tax declaration, the first agenda point. Matthias.
Yeah.
Maybe just want to give a little update about what happened.
Yeah, I mean, we as an association, we need to hand in the tax declaration, skattedeklaration, the 2nd of May, and I did so. Thank you very much, Isadora, for tweeting me on Facebook. That actually, I was really surprised and I was really happy for doing that. I was, so much love to you, Isadora. And the love you sent on the email as well. We made underskott. A loss last year. So, and we are a non-profit organization, so I don't expect us to hand in any tax at all. And we didn't, I mean, call for any employees and so on. But this is done, and we will have the answer at latest in December. This is just ordinary stuff. Yeah.
Ordinary stuff.
Okay. And when will we have the answer? Sorry, I missed that. When was that? To whether we need to pay tax or not.
Sorry, Isadora, we lost you there.
Okay. I just wondered, when will we know whether we need to pay tax or not?
In December.
In December, okay.
But because in December, yes.
Okay.
But yeah.
Why do you move around the computer all the time?
Just leave it.
Okay. So the next thing on the agenda was the Dream Grant process, but since Brooks is not here yet, maybe we should just wait with that one.
Okay.
And move to the next one, which is a community meeting, and it's also relating back to the under any other business what Christian put in, which is where are we with the essential logistic groups, infrastructure, clown, police, port, etc. So the suggestion for the community meeting that I wrote on email list was that I think it would be good for key, call them represented, or did the castle fall out now? Ja, det verkar så. Det är bara du och jag här, Ulrika.
Ja.
Okay.
Ja, irriterande. Vad heter det? Jag tänkte innan på att det här Borderland som ska ha i 2 till 5 juni.
Ja.
Vill man inte kunna ha den typen av möte där? Om det är många som ska dit ändå. Och om
Jo.
det är... Eller vad tror du om det?
När var den? Vad ska vi...
Det är 2 till 5 juni i Danmark. Så har Nikolaj bjudit in till liksom så här planeringsmöte inför Borderland.
So we were gone for a minute.
Okay, you're back?
Great. So, okay, so where we were was that there had been a suggestion that it would be good to gather all the people dealing with the various functions and talk about things. So that people that might influence various groups' work, such as, for instance, how to use radios and stuff like that. So, and Ulrika just raised that maybe the already existing initiative Borderville that is put in 2nd to 5th of June to plan Borderland could be a good location for this. I will, however, be at Alter Ego that date, and I know that Hampus will be there as well, so none of us could do that weekend. But I think it's a good... We don't necessarily actually need to be there if people just communicate among themselves. Or we have some representation, perhaps, or they just let us know what they've decided.
But I don't know who's going there, so it depends. I guess it has to be the people responsible for the various functions. Is it just you and me again, or?
Yeah.
There.
It says that 196 people are interested and 25 is coming so far.
I have a feeling they have difficulties selling the ticket from a post Nikolai was doing a couple of days ago, where it was, hey guys, we need to sell 40 tickets for this to be able to happen.
When is the deadline for selling a ticket?
I don't know. But if you want, I could take a hold on the lead of these different groups and ask if we could do a meeting face to face or Skype or stuff like that.
Maybe it's possible to do it on Skype as well. Maybe it's not. Maybe that doesn't.
If you're cool with that, I can, because 3 or 4 of them are going to Borderland, then it makes sense. If none of them are going to Borderland, it doesn't make sense.
Exactly, yeah. It depends where people are.
Yeah, so we have to check in with what Nicholas and Søren Berg and Clown and Hampus, I guess, for the exit, and Jan for the authorities. Like a handful of people, maybe more, I don't know. And just make sure that everything is people are on top of that, of everything. I can do that. I can make a Slack channel for it, for instance.
Perfect.
Great.
So are you contacting the people that are on the complete list of important things? Are these the ones we want to?
And we're not hearing you. We're falling out.
Sorry?
I didn't. If anybody replied on what I said, I didn't hear it.
Yes, you should.
I was wondering, are you you mean the people who are on the complete list of the important things? These are the ones you're going to contact. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, I think sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the next thing was Slack evaluation of the tool so far.
It's something's happening there every day, but I mean it's not a massive engagement. I think I'm pretty used to use Slack, so I like the tool, but it's not very well used so far, I would say. What do you think?
No.
I'm there. I
But
think.
also,
I mean, I think it's working fine. It's for the board. I think it's important to decide whether we're going to use Slack or the Gmail now.
yeah, but also I would like to wonder, because when I don't see the board channel in the Borderland, so I don't know if I've been invited.
In
Not
Slack, you mean?
sorry.
You didn't see the board in Slack.
No, exactly. So I'm not sure if I've been
Okay.
invited to a different
Okay.
address or something.
Yeah, we didn't hear what you said, Isadora. We only heard some of it. Could you say it again?
Yes. So
Laura, I just added you. You weren't in the Slack channel because you weren't registered when we created it, and I just
okay.
added you to Slack.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah. Thank you. Great.
Sorry for not noticing that earlier.
Yeah, I've asked for it in the Google groups, but it's fine. Thanks. Okay.
So can we decide for the board which channel we're going to use?
I would say let's continue with trying to use both for a while. Like, we had a rabbit hole meeting, and because people want to move Borderland stuff to Slack, I've tried to enforce it, but there's quite a huge like, people who've tried to use it in other projects are not super keen on using it, and there was quite a huge overwhelming support for keeping Facebook as the main communication channel.
Yeah.
And then it was decided that the people who potentially wanted to use Slack could do that for their specific sub-projects. But I also think it's sort of an emerging platform. So, I mean, I think we should just wait and see where it sort of goes. Like,
But for the board, can't we decide that for us, we move over from the email list?
I think we did that already last meeting, but since, I mean, I haven't been able to follow it, so I would just say let's continue with it as decided. There doesn't seem to be any disagreement, so I think we can just decide that the board will continue to use Slack.
Okay, that's the main channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the question is then also if we should try to make an effort to get people on there, but let's see. Yes, okay. Then we came to any other business, where are we with essential logistic groups? Maybe we should check in on the wiki.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Do you know where exactly list?
It's still the lost and found that we don't seem to have any responsibility. No one responsible for.
Leave no trace, or
Yeah.
That okay? So
Sorry,
that is a mix-up there. It should be.
Oh, sorry, Andreas Wolf. Okay, so he should probably be at the Lost and Found as well. And then it's just sound. But you were talking about some sort of noise measuring system, Gustav.
Sorry?
Another empty slot in the the list of important things is sound. And then I saw that you wrote something about sound measurements.
Mm-hmm.
You asked for some money to have something to measure sounds with?
I was just shopping and I figured it would be nice to have.
Okay. Because noise measuring systems and checking levels for sound system is the responsibilities for sound, where we don't have any person at the moment. So
yeah, so in that case, we would move that to the clown police to actually just have the resource, because they're the ones that are going to be contacted if there's a complaint. So then it's good if they have the tools and the guidelines for discerning if the sound is too high or not.
And who was they? I didn't hear.
Konrad.
Konrad, okay.
The clown police.
Okay. Did I update it, or are you logged in, Christian?
Okay, I think it. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this looks pretty. It looks pretty covered, right?
Yes.
And have we covered all important issues? I'm asking because I don't have a feeling for it.
Okay.
I don't know.
There's one thing that I'm wondering about is a task fix up permanent toilets. Is that needed, or are we not using the permanent toilets?
No, we will not using the permanent toilet this year. Yeah.
We will, or we won't?
Not.
Not, okay. So I'll just remove the task.
We will not use the permanent toilet because we will. Yeah, it's not.
Okay, just remove it.
Sorry.
I'm just going crazy with trying to edit this page.
Yeah. So
anyone else get into it? Or? Oh, hang on, I'm in.
I'm just wondering about fire permissions and stuff. It looks a bit weird, that post, and also it's Nicola Lazzari on it. Is that optimal? Is he still going to do that task, or because he backed down from it?
Nicola? No, again is on. Oh yeah, no, Nicola, he doesn't know shit about it. Oh, he won't even be here before, and he.
No, so
basically it's the end. The end has. Yeah.
Yeah, fire safety, art security.
And trash sorting and postal cleaning. But it would be nice to hear what he has, where he is with everything. I'm trying to call him to see if he's gonna.
We don't hear you very well, Christian. You're far away from the microphone, maybe.
Short version: this Nikolai dude, he doesn't have the time or skills to be the contact person. Like on site, he can help check the perimeter and stuff like that. But he's not the organizer of it.
No.
I talked to him. So Jan, as I've arranged it with Jan, he has contact to police, fire, and ambulances. He has contact to postal cleaning. He has contact to the trash sorting thing. Some of these, or the trash sorting thing in coordination with somebody else, I think, and of course the clown police should also be in on the 30s thing, so they know what's going on. But I don't know what he has done so far. I had one meeting with him, well, several meetings, but not so long ago I had another Skype meeting where I gave him all the information once more and hooked him up with different people. And for instance, we have a Slack channel, a Slack conversation, me, him, and Nicholas, where the ball is on Jens' side.
Ja, Maria får laga mat. Kan ta en rit.
Maybe, Christian, could I suggest that you just write some of this down in the document so it's easier to, because it's
basically we need.
I heard that.
Jens, where we are with this.
I
Not
heard.
me. I was just.
Vi kan äta lite blåbär. Jag tänkte slå min frukost, men vi kan äta lite längre.
Okay. So, but as far as I'm concerned, yeah. Enrica, can you please mute? As far as I'm concerned, it's not necessarily the same thing to be a contact person for authorities as to organize fire safety or art safety, or, for instance, take care of mutant vehicles. So I think those positions are still empty. Or what do you think? I mean, I think if we're going to burn a lot of things, and we're going to be 1,100 people, twice the amount of people, we need organized perimeter and stuff. Or what do you think?
We didn't hear everything you said. You said one problem would be mutant vehicles. What else?
I think if we're going to be 1,100 people, potentially, that means, so Jans...
No, just areas. The areas you think are not covered are mutant vehicles and what more?
It's in the minutes of the meeting, so it's mutant vehicles, it's fire safety, lost and found.
Yeah.
So I would say that we need to reach out to community and ask and make sure that those areas are covered, because Jan is contact person to authorities, but it doesn't mean that he will organize all of this.
No. I suggest we try to see if the clowns are up for this.
Well, clowns will do a lot of things. I don't think we can leave everything to clowns. Or what do you think?
No, I share your point, Isadora. I think, for example, art and mutant vehicle safety is something that will be taken care of in the very beginning of the festival.
Are you doing a Slack channel for fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think that it would be desirable with people who put their effort into thinking about those areas, have some kind of responsibility for it, set up.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're doing.
And I
sorry, Gustav and Christian, please join the conversation.
Yeah, so I think that from a security liability point of view, I think we need to distinguish clown police. It will be enough for them to deal with their regular things, like fire safety and shifts for perimeter during potential effigy burn. That is an entire task in itself. So I think we should reach out into the community and say that we have those vacant important tasks that need to be filled. I can do it if you want.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Okay.
Will you do that, Lisa?
Yes.
Okay.
What about another Okay, so authorities, Jan is still not here, so we will have to get a report from him online.
Sorry, what did you say?
We need to get a report back on contact with authorities from Jan
Okay, yes.
over email.
Mm.
Yeah. Then, so okay, Art. Like, does anyone know if Brooks is coming soon, or what the status of him is?
No, I don't know. It might have been that you said after 7, maybe.
Okay. Looks like we lost the castle again. Eller?
Jag vet inte.
Yep.
Väldigt dålig kvalitet på det här mötet.
Men jag hör dig väldigt bra.
Jag hör dig också.
Ja. Jag har haft videokonferens hela dagen. Så.
Var är du någonstans?
I London.
Ja, okej. Konstigt det känns närmare än Gamla stan.
Det är den här nya globala världen. Ja, liksom.
Vad fint fönster du har där bakom dig.
Tack. Det är regnigt och grått London.
Okay. Men har haft fint väder också, eller?
Ja, jättefint. Det var 27 grader i...
Ja, precis. Samma här. Underbart. Du, en snabb fråga va? Vet du var storage är någonstans? För jag undrar det är QQQ nu när vi inte har Hampus med oss längre. Är det liksom i närheten där precis, eller?
Ja, det står väl där. Det gjorde det förra året faktiskt.
På själva sajten liksom? Eller?
Ja.
Ja. En container?
Ja.
Okej, ja. Då så.
Okej.
Okej, nu dyker Gustav upp igen här.
So we are back.
Okej.
Woohoo! Okay. So then the thing we said was that we don't know when Brooks will come, so he will just have to leave an update over email in that case.
Or over Slack maybe.
Over Slack. I had a conversation with him earlier today, and he said that we have enough money to fund everything. So, but he also said that let me see if I can find it. Yes, and they will find everything within reason, but try to have some left for a second round. And everyone who's been approved will at least get minimum funding.
Okay. What's minimum funding?
What the minimal funding that they asked for.
Okay. Oh, that's great. But it's been a good way to engage people, I think. There's been lots of activities on Facebook, and everyone is sharing each other's projects, and I think it's been a good routine, good way of doing it.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've also heard a lot of complaints, but
okay. About what?
About unclarity about the different dates and what to do, and just too many things to get updated. Like a lot of processes going on at the same time. So placement and dream grants, and then voting for. So we have quite high requirements of people.
I saw that as well. Should we put something together with all, like a page with all the important dates on the webpage or something?
Yeah, that would be great.
So what are the dates?
Membership. Maybe we can just put it in the end here. Important dates. We have membership transfer. Oh, wait. Gustav skriver.
Okay, so these are the ones.
Yeah. I don't think of any more dates.
Who will put these dates together and put them on a page?
Can I edit the home? Should we put them on the home page, or where do we want them?
On the wiki, maybe on the first page of the wiki, have a section that's like
Okay.
important.
I don't know how to add pages on the wiki. I'm not a friend of it at all. It doesn't want to do what I want it to do.
Just add it on the first front page of the wiki.
Okay, yep, I can do that.
I have a question around placement.
Yeah.
I haven't found the process to be very transparent. I still have not gotten any kind of answer on my placement application, and it's been going a long time, and now they start a second one, and there's still no like official answer to the placement. There's no place to read what placement applications have been made.
Mm-hmm.
You just send it, but then only
Nothing happened.
Have gotten it, so we don't know. I'm kind of facilitating. I'm having a meeting today with a rabbit hole on the barn because I got an angry message from someone saying, replacement aren't doing their job. When will they decide? And I was saying, well, they probably shouldn't be deciding, and that's kind of what their idea. But it's unclear. It's very unclear what placements it's doing, what to expect, and when to expect it. There's no transparency whatsoever.
I agree. I tried to get some information from Johanna when I was sending out the newsletter, and she said I'm not ready to give it. Or she couldn't give me any information.
So I don't think we should be structuring the organization with people being flaskhalsar, so that a process which everyone is waiting on stuck because one or two people is supposed to do it when actually anyone could be having these conversations. So I'm not very happy with how placement has turned out so far. It needs transparency. It needs everyone to have access to the information and for the conversations to start and be centered around two people who's supposed to be doing everything. And I don't think they're even trying to do everything. That's not, but that's what, as soon as someone steps up in that leadership position, people tend to sit around and wait for something to happen.
It had been a lot of conversation about a small spot where my group and two other groups want to have the same place, and they told me today or yesterday that they will put together a group of 10 people. I don't know, to sort out placement.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think...
spent several hours on that conversation during the session.
Yeah, right.
Because...
But anyway, I would also like to recommend them to become more transparent. I think it would be good to have a Slack channel.
There is a Slack channel, and I asked them over and over to say anything, but it's fine.
So who can talk to them? Who can give us the update and ask them to be more transparent?
So I would like not to say this because I've said this, so I've asked for this so many times, and I feel like I'm an asshole nagging about this transparency thing.
Okay.
So I don't want to. So it would be great if someone else kind of brought it up and figured out how this can happen. So there's more.
I can ask for an update.
Okay. I think they've been talking to the various camps and the various applications, because I know that we've got some information for our camp as well. but we need like the overall picture. How is the process going? Where are we? What's happening next? And why is there a second run when we don't know anything about the first one?
Yeah, and I also think it would be good if they can use either Slack or a Facebook group.
Yeah.
Mm.
There shouldn't be any unnecessarily secret conversations.
No, exactly.
If Synne and Johanna is talking to each other, they should be using a public channel to do that.
Mm.
So that
Okay.
you can
Yeah.
be part of that conversation.
Mm. Yep. Yep. Any other business?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, then the meeting.
Oh, sorry. No, I really want you to have a look on the budget because just to have your eyes on the budget.
Yeah.
Okay.
You put a link in the document.
Yeah, I can. I put it here, 6E budget.
Well,
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So what should when I raise it with Johanna and Synne, should I say that the main concerns are focused on the lack of transparency? We need an update about the status of the process,
Yes.
or
Yeah. Well, we don't need an update.
Everyone.
community.
Especially because placement seems to be a subject where many people are deeply engaged in and
Yes.
have, thoughts and ideas about.
So in 2 conversations I've been involved with, the question has been, so when will they make a decision?
Mm.
So people are avoiding taking the conversation, trying to resolve the problem, because they're waiting for placement to do the decision for them. And that also means that they're holding up their planning because they're waiting for a decision from someone else.
And so what are you basing your decision on?
So I think that what Johanna and Synne's intention is to have people resolve the issues themselves, because they are waiting. They haven't understood that themselves. At least that was my conversation with Daniel and with Andreas around the bar. Was that kind of Andreas was just like, can they make a decision soon so that we know if we have the bar or not? And that means that we've boiled it down to 2 suboptimal decisions, and that's either A or B, instead of, hey, how can we do it together? But that wasn't on their agenda.
in another incident about the small circus, there are 2 or maybe even 3 camps wanting that.
Yeah.
And there is actually a process going on where they're talking to each other. I don't know who initiated it. Maybe initiated it. Probably it came from Johanna and Synne.
Yeah.
So if that's the plan, then in that case it's working. Like you have the space talking to Mr. Ulle and these guys.
Yeah, I think it is working.
Yeah.
I think they're doing their job.
We just need to see what they're doing.
Yeah.
I think conversations are going on, but there's no overview of it.
Yep.
We can also say, like, do you need some support to get this more visible? Maybe they feel like they've taken on a responsibility that they can't ro i hamn on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not to blame them, but to sort of ask them support. Can we help you somehow? How can we proceed?
Yeah, I just Facebooked them now and said that thanks for dealing with all the camps. We're having a board meeting at the moment, and a lot of concerns have been raised from various peoples to members of the board about the placement process. The main concerns are focused on lack of transparency, and the community need an update about the status of the process. 1, when will you make a decision? 2, what are your decision based on? 3, how and where do you want people to resolve these things? One suggestion from the board could be to use a Slack channel. Warm regards. And then I'll just add, please let us know if you need any support.
Yeah, great.
I think this sounds kind of harsh and accusatory. So I think, can we soften that up a bit? Because I think they're doing a good job, and so just soften it up so it doesn't seem too confusing.
Well, I've sent it already, but I started with thank you for dealing with all the camps and a heart. So, and you...
It'll be fine.
It will be fine, I think. Yeah.
Good.
One more. I created this Slack channel with and trying to find the essential persons for exit clowns and whatever. Does any of you want to listen in on that channel? Like coordinating the most, like radios, fire, safety, stuff like that?
I mean,
I'll just invite you if you want it. Or
On what?
like I said before, I would take care of making a Slack channel with the leads on the different clown police, exit, Yen.
But it's an open one, so we can join whenever we want to.
It's called Essentials.
Then
Okay.
just post about it in general so that everyone can find it. Or
What I'm asking is, does any of you want to be invited to it? Then I'll do that, so you can follow it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Easy. Do you want to?
I didn't quite get what you do, what the Slack. It's just that I'm not on top of Slack yet, since I haven't, or at least I'm not sure exactly what you're saying.
I will invite you. Then you can.
Yeah, sure. Invite me to whatever. Okay.
Right.
So we're having a look at the budget.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the budget. Me and Hampus have had a look on the budget, but I really want your eyes to see if the numbers are right, and if we need to increase or decrease some posts. So the first everything is in Swedish kroner, and converting 500 Danish kroner into Swedish kroner is 622. So the sale, pardon?
yeah, because we had some donations too. So the actual sum that we sold for is 693. We could
693
number of tickets and just write 693.
Oh, good.
And then remove this.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if we look on the costs here, the rent is 20,000. Or what is the rent this year?
I'm not sure. I told him that it would be cool if you put some extra rent on, like 5-6 extra thousand. It was 12 last year, right? So I don't think it will be above 20. Twice the last, 3 weeks ago and a month ago and a month and a half ago, he promised to make a contract. I don't know if he had his meeting with Jan. Jan was supposed to have a meeting with him, so we'll see what happens there. But I don't think it'll be more than 20,000 the cost. So it won't. So that's cool.
Good, good. Are we worried about not having a written contract with Bostal yet?
Yes.
Well, I'm not, but I will poke it again. Like I had a long discussion with him, and he had to check in with the city because when was it possible that we prolong it so it would be 12 days and not 10 days and all that. He agreed on everything and checked in with the events before us or after us and the city officials and all kinds of things. So he's done his work. He just needs to type it. But yes, we need it, and we need it now. So I will, right in this moment, send a message to him and Jan asking if they've had a meeting and if the contract is on its way.
Good. Excellent.
Perfect. Insurance is the same money as last year. Safety equipment, we have put in 10,000 Swedish for fire extinguishers, first aid kits. I think the backup water is actually, I don't know if anyone will, I don't know how the water issue will be taken care of this year.
I can give an update again on that. So, as I understand it, the guy who has the water supply is a little dodgy, and also the Borderland don't trust him. Yeah.
Okay.
And they actually refuse to pay the what do you call it, the invoice that he sent them after the whole summer's event. But then they took it to the city because they complained to the city about that, and in the end the city said, well, you have to pay it. So they paid it.
Can we bring our own measuring thing?
I have no fucking clue. It's a mess. It's a what do you call it? It's like the Wild West kind of thing. That's a feeling I get. But at least Borderland is totally on our side, or we're fighting the same fight with them.
But can we
What?
I hear myself, fixed contract with the guy before the event?
What?
Would it be possible to write a fixed contract with the guy before the event?
Maybe. But I think last year it just went through Borderland, and it will do that again. We don't have to make contact. Borderland is the ones contracting the water supply guy, as I understand it.
But will they bring kind of tank? I don't know, the kind of super big. How will they provide the water? Because
I haven't heard anything else than the same as last year.
but we run out of water last year, didn't we?
We have sometimes it's shut down. I think there are problems, and it went up and running again.
Yeah, but we have like 60, more than.
We're double.
We are double.
I know.
So I thought the solution was to bring a tank with water, and to fill that one up maybe once or twice during the event.
Okay.
Like we had at Borderland in Gotland last year.
Yeah, I get it. Well, a suggestion could be to wait it out, because this is a struggle that somebody else is already fighting.
Okay.
You know, like Borderland is fighting it with this guy to be able to provide the water that we provide it with a price that's reasonable, right? So we can with 2 weeks' notice or something get a water tank. I'm sure about that. So let's wait it out and see what happens, and make sure that Jan talks to Borderland about this.
Okay.
And then see what happens. But we could put in 10,000 in the budget for it now that we got an extra 30 from donations. So we are ready, so the budget is ready for that. That would be cool.
Okay.
So I've been looking at transaction fees, and that number should actually be 0.
Good. That was a question for me, actually, or for you.
I was just looking at it, and they tacked it on top of the ticket. So, the actual sum we will be getting from them is 556,221 Danish. I'll put that into the document.
Okay.
So power, how come we expect it to be the same cost as last year if we're twice the amount of people? Row 18.
Actually, last year the cost was 8,000, so it's not the last year cost. That comment is wrong. But what I know, someone will buy some infrastructure for power. Am I right?
Yeah, there's a
That's
project.
upgrading. That's fixing some of the broken stuff with their the Bostal network. So we need 8,000 for that, and then we need about the same power grid that we had last year.
Okay.
Which was, I can check.
Yeah, I think it's good to just go through all numbers. So.
Just a question regarding that. So I'm just wondering, because what we have expected is increased cost for certain things, that cost zones rise linearly, that logistical cost will increase a bit. So where are those non-linear increasing costs hidden?
I never got why it should be non-linear, and I think they might have been hidden in, for instance, that we have like the transaction fee was super high, for instance.
No, it's more like, you know, when an event grows, certain logistical costs increase a lot. So I'm just wondering if we've really accounted for that here, or if we're missing something. Because I mean, there's a logic. If we just put in a linear increase, expected a linear increase, but we know that it's probably not going to be that way.
Yeah, I mean the cost for porta potties is
Non-linear.
non-linear, and I have got a written proposal from the providers. So I know that the cost will be 94,000 or almost 95,000 this year. It's higher. The capacity is almost 300% from last year, but we got some discount and so on. We don't have any transaction fees this year because they put on the transaction fees as an extra.
Yeah, we also raised the price.
Yeah, true. We raised the price.
The Danish crown is currently 125, so we raised the price with 25%.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just checking.
I just posted a link in the minutes of this meeting with Nicholas' suggestion for altering the power grid and his suggestion to divide the cost between us and Borderland. If you want to see it, the link is there.
We approved that in the Slack channel, didn't we?
Probably. Just
And I've written to Nicholas today and asked how that is going, but he was going to talk with Jan and take it up with Gustav. So I'm pinging them.
But it's not 8,000. Here I see it's only 4,000 or something.
Yeah.
To the max.
The cost for wristbands, and I guess it's Søren taking care of wristbands.
Yeah. Last year that was a part of the port budget.
Okay. That could probably
End up on our.
end up. So I actually increased that. Can you any more? I mean,
But wristbands have a very non-linear scale. So I think for the 1,200 wristbands we have for Urban Burn, we bought 1,200. I think we paid 3,000 for it.
Okay. Okay. Wow. So maybe it's, but
Yeah.
anyway, it's. If you're not concerned about the water supply, I will not be concerned either.
And
I'm not.
If it doesn't work, it's cheap to fix.
Yes.
You think so?
To get a tank car. Yeah, it cost what, 3,000-4,000 crowns when Fan did it for.
I'm not worried, but we can fix it.
Good. Some extra cost you can think of?
I don't know. Well, is there anything? What about like all these safety security things? Is there any, like, we're not going for parameters, right? But is there anything? There have been discussions about photo signs. There have been discussions about is there anything related to sort of overall, not parameters, but like something that we need to do around the trampestigen, or something in relation to the fact that there is so many more people now, or?
I'm planning to have a sign making workshop as a part of the Borderland travel agency resort services.
Oh, great.
To have good info signs when you arrive along the Trampesti.
Okay, great. Excellent. What, and this sound measuring equipment, is that something we need to pay for?
Gustav.
Sorry?
Sound measuring equipment?
Yeah, so the Mulvani posted in the Clown Police and suggested that we could use an iPhone app instead of an actual meter. I'm going to evaluate that to see if that's a good idea. Otherwise, I think we should buy 2 of them. They're really not that expensive.
Okay.
They cost $20 if you buy them from China ahead of time.
Okay. What about any other things related to secure? Like, I'm thinking about, we don't have road signs at the moment, but there will be quite a few art cars this year. Like, for instance, yeah, I've heard of a few. So I'm wondering how we're going to handle that, and if anyone is going to check lights, and or like what do you think? What's your thinking?
You mean for the art car security group?
Yeah, so what I've heard of is basically like remoduled normal cars. So there's the powwow thing. There's another car that's going to be like somebody's just going to paint it in what is it called, like sharkboard color and stuff like that. And there's so there might be a few vehicles basically. So I'm just. Do we need any street lights? Do we need any, is there anything we can do that is not over organization, but just increasing security to take measures so that we don't run over some babies with cars and stuff?
I mean, I think it's a good question, but I think we should actually leave that responsibility to the art car security group, but there is no no one yet. But I don't know.
Let's just have the art car security group be composed of the people who bring art cars. So that we tell them that you guys who have art cars will have to talk to each other to agree on what are good things to think about when you have art cars. You don't have to have
Yes.
an external police then. So I'm creating a art car Slack channel, and I'm inviting Rui, who has the powwow, and Vladini, who has the chalkboard car.
Great. And also maybe, what's his name, the Lord?
Exactly. Is he going to run that again with the puppets on the...
Maybe just add a post in the Facebook group and ask who's coming with art cars. Okay, so I also have an update from if we're done with this, with the budget.
Are we done with the budgets, Matthias? Are you happy?
Yes, I think so. We have, yeah, I think we're done with the budget. It would be good to know how much Brooks and his group handing out in art prep this first round. Do we know how much money they are expecting to hand out? I think we have had a conversation about this, and I think he's at maximum handing out 400,000. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So I have an update from Johanna. So if you go up under the action point, you see the update. So all camps will more or less get the places they've requested. Discussions are still going on regarding the small circles and the barn. And there's the map, and red things are camps, and blue areas are toilets.
Perfect.
So how will we communicate this now? Are they communicating it, or?
So yeah, so I've asked that as well, and and she didn't answer to that yet. So I said perhaps you could communicate in the Borderland group. So I'm just asking them again.
It would be so great to have names, the names of camps on the map.
Yeah, if you click on it, you can see it.
Ah, okay. Quiet Camp, Entropy, Twisted Star.
So that's an issue too that I'd like to bring up. I know this is a conversation that that placement have already talked about. So but they have placed Entropy, which is a sound camp, up on the hill where the Dream camp was last year. That's just up the road from where you and I camped, Isidore. You know, up on the hill. So they're placing a sound camp up there, and I'm questioning if that's a good place considering neighbors and considering.
No, it should be down in the heart, right? But they made the entire heart quiet camping.
Yeah.
Or like another idea is just to have all loud sound after midnight on the beach. Actually, I did a lot of walking around listening to sound last year, and it just like Tim's bar was just all over the quarry, you know, and it would be the same with. I think most of the complaints I was pretty deep into this. I think most of the complaints came from Tim's bar. So moving all the sound with big speakers to the beach would, for me, be the optimal solution.
So this year it seems on the map to be 3 loud camps, and one is the barn, which will have a big sound system.
Yeah.
The second is Cacophonium, which will be where Tim's bar was last year, and then Entropy, which will be up on the hill.
So nobody.
I can't see Tim's bar. Where is it?
Tim's
Tim's bar is Tim sitting inside the barn.
Okay.
That's stupid.
The rabbit hole and the Borderland resort are at the barn.
Yeah, but we sort of have to like agree on being there together. But it shouldn't be a problem because we only have decoration and they have like a bar. So there really shouldn't be any.
Okay, but I still can't see the Tim's bar.
It's Tim City, and it's on the barn.
Hmm.
Well, it overlaps with the rabbit hole. So if you zoom real close to the barn, you can see that there's...
Okay, I'm not close enough yet. Okay, thanks.
But you can't click on it because it's behind the rabbit hole.
Okay, I see, yeah.
So Johanna says that she can communicate this now.
Okay.
So because this is another issue, because I would have wanted to be a part of this conversation, and I think Christian and others would have wanted to be a part of this placement conversation. And because the placement had happened without any transparency, opinions like, I don't think we should spread out the 3 loud camps all across the quarry, but rather place them close to each other. I never got the opportunity to express that opinion because there was no transparency.
And that we're not using the best place for a sound camp is just stupid.
Is there not going to be anything down by the sea as last year?
I don't know. They see this.
Yeah. But that's how they constructed the placement process, was having people ask and then saying yes or no.
Okay, we need to talk about sound with the placement people. How do we do that?
Yeah. Neighbors and sound. Okay. Okay. So, but like, why don't you just contact Johanna? Okay. Who wants to be in the conversation? I'm adding you, Gustav. Christian.
Yeah.
And maybe Jan as well.
Why is no? This shouldn't be a private conversation. It should be an hashtag placement. Can we?
Like, why don't you suggest that instead of telling me what to write?
I'm just. It would be really nice to not have another non-transparent conversation, because that's not what I'm not saying let me into the conversation. I'm saying let everyone into the conversation.
Just put this up on the Slack channel and let everyone join.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell Johanna that there is a Slack channel called.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I really have to go. My kids haven't eaten yet, and it's 7:30 soon.
Okay.
So sorry for leaving the meeting.
No, but we're done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Right. The link to the placement channel is posted in the minutes.
Sorry, the link to the Slack channel.
Correct.
No, I don't know.
I have posted the link to the Slack channel in the minutes.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
I'm just stuck in traffic.
Yeah, but if she can write on Facebook, she can write in Slack.
So is there another channel called Sound as well? or what?
And there's already people who care about sound who are in there.
In placement or in sound or in what?
In sound.
Okay, so is it with 3 exclamation marks or what?
No, that's
just
just me saying it's a good idea.
It's hashtag sound. If you click channels, you
Good. I'm just adding that to the barn chat as well, since their barn meeting starting in half an hour. Okay.
Great.
Great.
Great. Who is following up on and sound? Are we proposing?
We have a board member who has that role.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I mean, so. Coordinates.
Good. Perfect. Sounds like we are done.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going? Do we have another meeting before Borderland?
Do we still have somebody on
Did you turn that off? Because otherwise it's still broadcasting. Stop the sending.
Stop the sending.
Yeah.